as far as like important information goes, I'm not going to go into too much crazy detail other than to say, once again, please do not forget to turn in your assignments. Your Timeless Tuesday assignment from this week, the like very easy one that's just like find an artist that's like jazzy noise. Yeah, remember this? We discussed it on Tuesday. Slash Miss Thames discussed it with you mostly on Tuesday. And that is due tonight. No, tomorrow night, Friday night. And then you will have a theory quiz that is due on Sunday night. Actually, I think I made it due Monday night because, you know, long weekend. But yeah, so just keep in mind those assignments are still coming in. If you are still missing some grades in the grade book, just send me an email and let me know. I am working through all of the emails that y'all have sent me and all the recordings and stuff like that. CTLS seems to be working better for a lot of you. Just make sure that you actually hit the submit button on your assignment. And if it doesn't go through, like if the assignment doesn't go through, don't freak out. I will still put in your grade if you email me whatever recording or assignment that you are missing.
Miss Kadama.
Yes.
So during the jazz video, my audio was being kind of funky and it wouldn't go through my earbuds. And so I couldn't really hear it.
Okay, so what you're going to do then is I've uploaded the presentation for that into your class resources. And also, if anyone misses anything ever, like any part of class, say you get kicked out of the Zoom for 20 minutes because your internet dies or whatever, all you have to do is go to the resources in CTLS for your class, and you'll click the recorded rehearsals link, and then all of the class recordings will be in there. I've been uploading them by the end of the day, every single day. So if you like, even like that morning, like let's say today your internet cuts out or your sound cuts out for like 20 minutes or like 5 minutes, I don't know, whatever. Then by the end of the school day, so by about 3:30, hopefully, usually I have it uploaded before 2:00, but sometime in that 2 to 3:30 zone, I will have the recording uploaded so that you can watch it and catch up on anything you missed.
Got it.
But yeah, and that goes for, you know, everybody who has something missing at any point. Okay, cool. Good stuff. Lord God. Oh, what kind of coffee is this? Is a question that I just received. Is the pumpkin spice cold brew because, yep. And what? Oh, I added pumpkin sauce to it because y'all know that the pumpkin spice cold brew doesn't actually come with pumpkin sauce in it. What's the point? Like what's the point? It's not, it's pumpkin spice. Put pumpkin in it. It needs pumpkin. It's pumpkin spice. Anyway, they're so good. I love these. Oh God, oh no, when do you get your wisdom teeth taken out, Rachel? Actual real question. How soon?
Like 2 weeks or a week. I don't know yet.
Oh, well,
I go today, so.
the one good thing is that like the September break still exists. So if you
I'm supposed to be in Orlando in September break. So if I get them out during that, I'm gonna be so sad.
Yeah, I mean that would stink, I'm not gonna lie.
You shouldn't be in Orlando. There's a global pandemic.
Sometimes we go to Orlando. You know, be safe, do your thing, wear a mask. Cool. Let me real quick. There's it's time to do rehearsal noise. Okay, here we go. We are going to warm up and do some sight reading and do some things. Please sit up tall or stand. I'm gonna skim through my viewfinder so I can make sure you're all actually sitting up straight. Sit up nice and tall or stand. If you feel real gung-ho, go off, do your thing. Okay, cool. Okay, so just as a reminder, I do need to be able to see you unless I have a written note from a parent saying that your camera doesn't work. So either your camera needs to be on or you need to be visible in the screen. So like Demetrius, there you are. Okay, I can see you. Cool. Tight. Love that. Okay, rehearsal noise. Okay, so let's do some really easy warm-ups real quick. Breathe in and out. Again, lift your soft palate when you're breathing in. If you get that yawn type of space, you're doing it right. Breathe in and out and in and out. Let's do some easy sirens. Woo! With me, ready? Woo! And then let's go a little bit higher. Woo! All right, good. Let's go a little bit higher. Woo! And let's do 2 more. Ready? Woo! And then last one, breathe in and woo! Ooh. Anyway, okay, cool. Let's do some my. Easy. My. My. Me. All right, let's go the other direction. Let's go me. Pause for a second. I don't know if you can hear it super well, but I'm sliding a lot between the pitches. That makes it a lot easier for me to maintain like consistent vocal tone. So be as slidey as you want to be. Me, super legato, super slurred, very like loosey goosey, right? Let's try that. Ready and go. Me. Open your mouth if it gets too high. That's a B flat. That's up there yonder. Okay, so somebody asked what legato means. Can somebody unmic or unmute and explain what legato is?
I will unmic.
Smoothed and connected.
Smooth and connected. Somebody already said it. Who was that? I didn't hear who it was.
That was me, Mason.
Hi, Mason. Thanks.
Because I was joking around.
Yeah, okay. No, it's all good. Yeah, legato basically means smooth and connected. So if we are doing a warm-up that's like very legato, it's going to have like all the pitches should feel very connected. They won't necessarily be slurred together super much the way that I just did. So like we could do me is pretty legato, right? So the opposite of that, can somebody tell me what the opposite of legato is?
Staccato.
Staccato.
Mm-hmm. Good. Thanks, the two of you.
I call them sticky sticks.
Nice. I like it.
Staccato is too boring.
I agree. Can somebody else explain what staccato means?
Staccato is when it's not smooth and it's it's sort of like a pause after each note.
Short and separated.
Short and disconnected. I mean, yeah, it doesn't really change tempo so much, but it's like boop, 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 boop. The notes would all be disconnected. So if we were doing that warm up the same way, if we were doing it staccato instead of legato would be this, me, and then staccato would be me, very short and disconnected the whole time. Cool? Does that make sense? Yeah. We will need to know those things pretty soon here, not gonna lie. Okay, let's do just a touch of sight reading. Let me pull up a sight reading example. Actually, before we do that, let's sing some scales, okay? So we're gonna do major scales and then also add the minor scales today. Let's see, here we go. Do is your starting pitch. Ready and go. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. So when we go on to the minor scale, the way we're going to do it and the way that many of you have done in the past is to go do, ti, la, and then we will sing from la up to la and back down to la. Okay, starting out that la. Ready? And go. La, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la. Pause for a second. I'm going to write in the ti, la underneath so that we actually have the full minor scale. Minor, and then whoop, 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 major. So major is going to be do to do, and minor is going to be la to la. There are reasons why that's the case. However, we won't get into it necessarily in detail right now. Oh, y'all can't see this. There you go. Lights on the walls? What are you talking about?
I think, did they mean fairy lights?
Where?
Like Kayla's and Addie's.
Oh, why y'all looking at what? That's not warm up. I'm a
It's
punch.
like these things.
Oh, the LED lights.
Pay attention. We're doing warm-ups. Anyway. Okay. Let's do another major and minor scale. Let's go to D major. 1, 2, go. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la, ti, do, do, and then we could go on to the chromatic scale, but we won't for right now. Let's do one more round of major and minor scales. Let's go E flat.
This Guidem of the Chromatic is my favorite.
I know the chromatic kind of slaps.
I love the chromatic scale. It's so much fun.
We can do it tomorrow. We can do it tomorrow. I swear. We can do it tomorrow. We can do it at. Don't yell at me. 1, 2, go. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la, ti, do, do. So just so y'all know, the reason why we do the whole octave thing is so that we can kind of like set back up for the chromatic scale and make sure we're still in tune. So that is all that we're going to do as far as warm-ups go, but we are going to do some sight reading factory. Here we go. I am sharing the screen. Here we go. Let's do a level 4 example. It's fine. It's easy peasy. Okay, cool. So what key are we in?
C major.
We are still in C major. We just vibing. Good. And then what is everybody's starting solfege?
Do.
Do.
These are all super easy for right now. I swear we will get into some split parts and some things like that. But either way, regardless, we're going to start on do in the key of C major. Here is your do. Ready? Do. And your triad. Do, mi, sol, mi, do, sol, do. Unmute yourselves. You have 40 seconds to practice out loud. Go.
Do, sol, sol, fa, mi, do, sol, sol, fa, mi, do, sol, si, fa,
I like this example.
How you do that to me, Miss
Took it
Fatima?
away.
Sorry. Okay, here we go. I'm sure and screwing her rigor. I mean, that is really what I sound like. It's fine. Okay, here we go. Let's try to read this example down together. Here it is. I played 2 different pitches at the same time. Whoops. Do. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and go. Do, sol, sol, fa, mi, sol, mi, do, re, mi, fa, sol, mi, re, do, ti, la. La, ti, do, mi, re, mi, fa, mi, sol, la, sol, do.
I
Wonderful.
got that last do like a pro. Everything else, we're not sure.
Cool. I mean, that's fine. I also usually would be tapping the eighth note. Not gonna lie. No, we're not recording, I promise. Okay, so hey, by the way, if you aren't great at sight reading, I'm still doing weekly sessions. Every Wednesday, I'm doing a 30-minute session on like some topic about music reading. So if you are like struggling still, I totally get it. That's totally fine. It's a lot easier to learn how to, or like get good at sight reading when we are in person in a group. So if you need that extra help, just yell. Just let me know, because I'm letting whoever needs to come work on their sight reading, come work on your sight reading on Wednesdays.
It's also easier on an instrument. Like rhythm and sight reading while singing is a million times harder than rhythm and sight
Really?
reading while playing an instrument.
I don't think
Yes.
of rhythm as being harder. I definitely think pitch is harder for us because like
That's true. You don't
Well,
like press a button.
I disagree
You
with
have
that
to
one.
know it.
I don't know. Like, okay, so here's my thought process on it. I think we are more similar to orchestra instruments because like we have a lot more of a ring. Like if you press one button or cover one like hole or whatever on your instrument for like percussion, or not percussion necessarily, percussion pitch wise is pretty easy. Just hit the right key. Anyway, if you're doing like a woodwind instrument or a brass instrument, if you hit a certain button, you're gonna get like something in the same range, right? You're not gonna get like Q sharp all the way to H minor. Like you're gonna get something.
Actually, it
sorta,
works like an octave.
not really,
Yeah.
but sorta.
Octaves,
Yeah.
yeah, but like, and then you could be out of tune, and that's fine.
Especially for like weird instruments like oboe, that doesn't really work.
Oh, oboe is rough. Good night.
Yeah.
But like with voice and string instruments, we can literally very easily just yeet through every little microtone, like all of them. Like there's a woo, just all the pitches. So like, I feel like we have a lot more like our bullseye. Like if we're throwing darts at a bullseye situation, the bullseye has a lot more of those little baby rings than I think like necessarily a woodwind or a brass instrument. Y'all have your own whole difficulties and stuff. My husband Adam tried to teach me how to play French horn and clarinet over the summer because he had to for a grad school project.
Why French horn? French horn is the hardest one.
I actually
French horn's the hardest brass instrument, so
I
you're
like
just trying to learn
horn.
it.
I actually really did like French horn. Clarinet, I'm sorry, clarinet sucked. I did not like it. It was not fun.
So
My
you're
mouth
just
hurt.
a brass person because like
My mouth
clarinet
hurts.
is one of the easiest woodwind instruments.
Clarinet,
Excuse you.
it hurty. My mouth was
Yeah.
tired.
I hate woodwind. I can't. Okay, we might have to do
Anyway.
class.
Okay, we're coming back. French horn was weird and my mouth did taste like pennies for like 15 minutes afterwards because the mouthpiece that we were using was old and it was gross. But anyway, it's fine. But clarinet, it was not fun. I didn't like it. Anyway, it's fine. Oh, it's a dress, by the way. But I've gotten a couple comments.
Pretty, it's long.
Oh my gosh! It reminds me of like you're either like at a circus or
I like it.
or you're like a musician.
It's a button-down dress.
It is a button-down dress. Yes, if you need to use the restroom, you can. Any hoozles. Oh yeah, if you get out of tune in orchestra, that's game over, my dude. String instruments, baby. Anyway.
One time I was okay, never mind.
Oh no, it's okay. Go ahead.
One time I was in a concert for honors orchestra. I played the violin and my string slipped. And for a whole song, I was playing out of tune and I had to go off stage and get it tuned. It was the most scariest moment of my life.
It's better than dropping your viola in the hallway before you walk on stage.
Rest in peace, that viola. Okay, take out Hallelujah. Okay, so the very first thing we're gonna do is we are gonna review everything on that first page, but we're gonna do it speed style, okay? So, ooh, chipped reed, girl, oof. Anyway. Okay, starting with the basses and tenors this time. I'm going to sing the tenor part real quick. Let's roll. All right, I'll try to play the bass part as best as I can, but you know who I am. Bad at piano is who I am. Anyway, here we go. 1, 2, and go. Mi, sol, la, la, do, ti, sol, 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 do, 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 re, re, ti, sol, sol. Pause there for a second. Basses and tenors, do we have any questions about just that much of the piece? If you need me to review it, please tell me now in the chat. You have 10 seconds. I'm pulling up the metronome so I don't have to snap anymore because my little fingies are tired. Okay. Snapping is hard, dude. It's just, it hurty. It hurty. Okay. I have the metronome.
We need to get you a little clicker.
I had one. Like I had like a clicky thing, but that hurts your thumb. You get texting thumb, you know? Like when you like sprain your thumb and it sucks, like that's what it did that. Anyway, the metronome is playing the 8th note, by the way, the 8th note. So, any hoozles. All right, cool. So if basses and tenors feel comfy with that, sopranos and altos, it's your turn, okay? Ready? And go. Mi, sol, la, 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 sol, mi, mi. Mi, sol, la, la, sol, mi, fa, mi, re. Does anybody have any questions about that much? 10 seconds in the chat. Please tell me if you have a question because very soon there will be graded recordings on these and I want to make sure that you do well. Please? I don't want you to fail choir because you weren't paying attention in class today. Okay. Yes. Okay, cool. If no questions, then we're gonna go on and review the next part. Sopranos and altos, we're starting at pick up to 6. That I've heard there was a secret chord part. Yee. I'm playing the alto part. It's do 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 a whole bunch. All right, here we go. Ready? And go. Mi sol 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 mi la 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 mi sol 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 mi sol la la la. Sopranos and altos, do we have any problems with that line?
Why is my line so dull?
It will be less dull later, I promise. Also, real talk, love you all dearly, but I don't want to have to mute the chat. If you have a question about choir things, please ask. Otherwise, don't.
How are there 99 notifications?
Oh wait, can you do that again? Soprano or alto? Caitlin, I forgot which part you sang. My bad. Oh, the alto part? Yeah, sure.
Let's make it 100.
Ready? I'm gonna do the alto part alone. Ready? And go. Mi do 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 do. All right. Now sopranos. Ready? And go. Mi sol 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 mi la 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 mi sol 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 mi sol la la la. Are we good? Both parts? I can do it again. You sure?
Miss
We good?
Skydama,
Yeah,
is there a solo in this song?
there is, but we'll talk about it later.
Beautiful.
That was my question, Julian.
Soon, not yet.
Yeah, we should answer it in the chat.
You're all gonna get muted right now. Anyway, does anybody else have any other questions, qualms, or quandaries about the music right now? Okay, basses and tenors, you're up. So tenors, let's go with y'all first. All right, at pick up to measure 8, the words are, but you don't really care for music, do you? But it's sol. Ready? And go. Sol, la, 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 sol, sol, fa, sol, sol, Tenors, once again, that's going to be so, la, 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 so, so, fa, so, so. And then basses, that'll be ready and go. So, fa, 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 mi, re, fa, mi, re. Basses one more time, ready and go. So, fa, 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 mi, re, fa, mi, re. Anything on that first page? Do we have any questions? For real, tell me in the chat. Are you sure? Do you have any questions at all? Anyone? Are we good? I'm looking at all of you. We're good? Can I sing soprano again? Yeah, let's do it. Okay, cool. Soprano from the top of the page. Everybody else practice along. Here we go. Ready? And go. Mi, sol, la, 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 sol, mi, sol, la, la, sol, mi, fa, mi, re, mi, sol, 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 mi, la, 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 mi, sol, 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 mi, sol, la, la, la. Okay, alto again from the top of the page. Let's go. Ready? And go. Mi, sol, la, 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 sol, mi, do, mi, fa, fa, re, do, ti. Mi, do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Last chance. Anybody else need anything at all? Whole first page. Okay, cool. Then let's go on. Sopranos, I'm going to go ahead and do your part really quick because it's easy, because it's near about the melody. We're going on. Actually, wait, I'll give you 30 seconds to write in solfege. Here's what we're going to do. From the pickup to the top of page 3, the words, it goes like this. We're going to go from that measure, pick up to measure 10, all the way through measure 13. So that's just through the second line on the top of the next page, okay? So everybody's starting solfege on the word it at pick up to measure 10 is me. Basses at measure 10, you are still on me. Tenors, you are on sol. Altos, you are on mi. And sopranos, you are on sol, okay? Does anybody have any questions about that part? Or at least just starting solfege things? If not, you have, I'll give you 50 seconds to write in your solfege on that section. If you yes,
tenors are not on sol for the pickup.
You're on me. On the downbeat measure 10, you're on sol. Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. 50 seconds to write in your solfege for the first 2 lines on the top of page 3. If you have any questions, just drop them in the chat. If you already have it written in, go ahead and start practicing out loud and go. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so now here's what we're gonna do next. Go ahead and unmute yourselves. Unmute, please. And we're going to practice those 2 lines out loud. So again, everybody starts on me, going from the bottom of 2 to the top of 3 there. Sopranos, your interval is gonna be mi, sol, which is the same as what the tenors are doing. And the basses and altos are both going me, over that page turn there. You have about 1 minute, practice out loud, unmuted, go. Me, Okay, pause. So we're gonna actually start with the bass line this time because the basses actually have something that's really fun and funky and fresh. Basses, what's going on with your solfege in measure 12? Someone want to unmute and tell me?
Accidental.
Even accidental, yes. So the pitches that look like they should be sol, but they have a sharp next to them, what are we actually gonna call them?
C.
C, yes, good, because it's a half step higher
C,
than what it would
yes.
be under normal circumstances. Even though it's like a pretty easy transition, that pitch like really makes those chords right there. It like brings this like element of tension right before like a really just beautiful chord moment. It's really nice. Okay, so basses, just so you know, that sol to C situation. So you'll have sol, 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 si, 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 la, la. It's this nice ascending half step line. Ooh, so nice, so pretty. In context, it's pretty. I know it's kind of boring by itself, but it's really cool. Basses, we're gonna start at pick up to measure 10 for you on solfege. Let me bring that metronome back so I don't have to snap so much.
Miss Gaidama,
Yes.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So for the altos in measure 14, is that us on the bottom or is that something else?
That's y'all on the bottom, yeah. Y'all have a separate rhythm from the sopranos. The sopranos are gonna be doing their own thing, and then everybody else is doing something a little bit different. Okay, basses. At pick up to measure 10. Ready, and go. Mi, 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 fa, fa, sol, sol, la, 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 sol, fa, 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 sol, 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 si, 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 la, la. And that's where we're gonna start there for a second. Basses, let's do that one more time. Ready? And go. Mi, 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 fa, fa, sol, sol, la, 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 sol, fa, 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 sol, 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 si, 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 la, la. Basses, are we okay with that? If not, tell me in the chat. You have 10 seconds. 9, 8. Okay, tenors. Here we go. Same thing, but pick up to 10. Yours is just higher. Here we go. Ready? And go. Mi, sol, 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 la, la, ti, ti, do, 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 re, do, mi, re, do, do. Guess what, tenors? Y'all have the melody. Yeehaw. Okay, tenors, let's do that one more time. Same thing. Mi, 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 mi. Ready? And go. Mi, sol, 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 la, la, ti, ti, do, 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 re, Okay, cool. If you don't have any questions, I'm going to move on to the altos. Altos, you're up. It's very similar to the bass part, but without the C stuff, okay? Ready? And altos. Mi, 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 fa, fa, sol, mi, re, mi, la, 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 ti, 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 la, ti, 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 la, la. Altos, I yeeted that just a touch. So I'll come back for that rhythm at the end of measure 12 because it is kind of funky. Okay, altos one more time. Let's do that. Mi, ready? And go. Mi, 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 fa, fa, sol, mi, re, mi, la, 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 ti, 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 la, ti, 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 la, la. So just so y'all are clear, in measure 11 and the major lift, y'all have a pretty big interval there, right? Going all the way from mi to la. So mi, fa, sol, la, mi, la is the interval there. So you'll go mi, la, 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 and then moving on to the la, ti stuff on the next line. Okay, so I'm getting a tenor question, which is actually an everybody question, rhythm at the end of measure 12 into 13. So let's talk about that just a touch. Actually, let me do the soprano pitches first, and then I want to review that rhythm as a group. Cool. Okay, sopranos, you have the melody. Here we go. Ready? And go. Mi, sol, 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 la, la, ti, sol, do, ti, do, la, ti, do, re, do, mi, re, do. Okay, sopranos, let's do that again. Me. Ready? Sorry, the metronome's. Ready? And go. Mi, sol, 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 la, la, ti, sol, do, ti, do, la, ti, do, re, do, mi, re, do. Pause. Okay, so if sopranos, you're cool, let's go over that rhythm. Oh, thank you. That's really sweet. Okay, so everybody, looking at the text in measure 12 and 13, I think might be easier to get those rhythms right. So I'm going to chant the text in rhythm at measure 12. Join me when you feel comfortable. Okay, ready? And go. Baffled king composing hallelujah. Try that. Ready? And go. Baffled king composing hallelujah. Again, and go. Baffled king composing hallelujah. Off, okay? So now let's chant your solfege in that time. So sopranos, actually sopranos and tenors have the exact same solfege. So sopranos and tenors, let's chant that solfege, no pitches, just solfege. Speaking in measure 12, you start on re. Ready? And go. Re, 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 do, mi, re, do, do. Again, and go. Re, 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 do, mi, re, do, do. Let's put that on pitch. Ready? And go. Re, do, mi, re, do. Off. Okay, cool. For the altos, let's speak your solfege and rhythm there as well at measure 12. That's at the words baffled king, but now we're on solfege. T, ready? And go. T, 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 la, T, 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 la, la. Again, and go. T, 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 la, T, 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 la, la. On pitch, and go. T, 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 la, T, 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 la, la. One more time, and go. T, 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 la, T, 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 la, la. Basses, chanting your solfege at measure 12. Ready, and go. Sol, 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 si, 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 la, la. On pitch, and go. Sol, 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 si, 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 la, la. Okay, one more time. Sol, 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 si, 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 la, la. All parts at the same time, just measures 12 and 13. Here we go. Basses, tenors, altos, sopranos. Okay, ready, and go. Sorry, I can't play piano. Let's try that one more time. I'm going to sing the soprano part and play the bass line. Try that again for me. Ready? And go. Re, 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 do, mi, 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 re, re, do, do. Okay, how are we doing? If you have any questions about everything from the beginning to measure 13, please drop them in the chat now. Quickly, 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 any questions at all? Can I sing alto? Absolutely. I'm gonna start at pick up to measure 10. I'm gonna slow it down just a touch. All altos join me. So that's pick up to measure 10. Pick up to measure 10. All right, altos first, and then I'll get soprano. Ready? And go. Mi, 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 fa, fa, sol, mi, mi, re, mi, la, la, la. La ti ti ti, la ti 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 la la. Okay, altos, are we good, or do we need it again? You have 10 seconds to let me know.
Can we do it one more time?
Yep, sure. Ready? And go. Mi, 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 fa, fa, sol, mi, re, mi, la, 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 ti, 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 la, ti, 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 la, la. We're at pick up to measure 10 is what we were just doing, okay? Altos, I'm gonna leave you alone because there are practice tracks in CTLS. Use your practice tracks before tomorrow, okay? Practice. All right, sopranos, your turn. Same thing, pick up to measure 10. Pick up to measure 10, the words are, it goes like this. Ready? And go. Mi, sol, 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 la, la, ti, sol, do, ti, do, la, ti, do, do, re, do, re, re, do, mi, re, do, do. All right, cool. Basses or tenors, are we sure you don't need me to review your part at all? If I do, let me know, just tell me. But again, there are practice tracks. So I did the alto part twice. I'm not gonna do it again right now. So you're gonna need to use your practice tracks in CTLS. I'll drop a link to them in the chat really quick while I wait to see if the tenors or basses need anything.
It's easy when you have the melody.
Yeah, you're not wrong. The alto part's really not hard except for the one jump, I think. Here is a link to all of the tracks. But again, they are in CTLS if you look under your class resources. Okay, bass, absolutely. I can do that. Oh, I like the bass part a lot. It's fun. Okay, cool. At pick up to measure 10 basses, mi is your starting pitch. Ready? And go. Mi, 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 fa, fa, sol, sol, la, 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 sol, fa, 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 sol, 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 si, 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 la, la. Basses again. Ready? And go. Mi, fa, fa, sol, sol, la, 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 sol, fa, 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 sol, 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 si, 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 la, la. Cool. Are we good? Anybody else need anything? Last chance. I will sing one more part. Tomorrow we will record this. Just a warning. So use those practice tracks, dog. Use them practice tracks. Okay? All right, cool. Next thing on the docket for today is Theory Thursday. Okay? So for a lot of you, again, this is going to be review, but I think it will be very helpful for you to like refresh your course on how this whole thing works. We're going to watch a little video by another pleasant British man who's going to talk about basics of rhythm reading. All right? So I'm going to share.
Is this our favorite British man or a different British man?
It's a different British man. This
I
British
don't want it.
No, I want the same British man that talks about the stave.
No.
No, I know. I
This
think
is
I actually might
cheating,
like
Miss.
this one.
No, this is cheating on our British man.
Oh.
Are we cheating on my mans?
He'll be okay. He'll be fine. I actually like this guy too. So here we go.
Every piece of music has an underlying beat. A metronome counts out a regular beat. We can speed it up and we can slow it down, but the beats always stay regular. Counting out a beat in fours makes what we call a measure. A measure is just a block of music into which we can drop musical notes. Note symbols show us the rhythm we need to play on top of a beat. Let's listen to these four symbols one by one and see what they do. First, we have the whole note. A whole note takes up a whole measure, leaving no room for anything else. This means it lasts for 4 beats. A half note takes up half a measure. This means it lasts only 2 beats.
Oh, sorry.
A quarter note takes only a quarter measure and lasts for 1 beat. And an eighth note takes up an eighth of a measure and lasts only half a beat. This makes the eighth note a little more tricky because it's faster and we have to count it differently. When we count 1, 2, 3, 4, we're counting every beat. But when a note lasts for only half a beat, we need a way to count in between the beats. The simplest way to do this is to count like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and...
Pay attention.
The number lasts for half a beat, and the and lasts for half a beat. Let's put all these notes together now into a short piece of music. Remember, we have to fill up every bar with notes, and the beats have to add up to 4. We've only looked at note symbols so far. They make sound. But if we want to stop the sound, then we can't just leave a measure blank. We have to use something called a rest. This is a whole rest, and it plays silence over 4 beats. Rests work in exactly the same way as notes. A whole rest lasts for 4 beats. A half rest lasts for 2 beats. A quarter rest lasts for 1 beat, and an eighth rest lasts for half a beat. Now that we have rests, let's play some more music. You might notice how it sounds different this time. Rests allow music more breathing space. Again, we have to fill up every bar with notes or rests, and the beats have to add up to 4.
4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 1. 1 and 4 and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. So here's the deal. I know
Hope
you're
we're still friends.
No,
Yeah,
okay,
right.
so here's the thing. when the little bird jumped every time he played a note, his wing wasn't even on the guitar. Both of his wings were up.
Leave the little animals alone. I think the little British man is the little monkey with the cymbals.
He's a fake. No, we can't do
He's
this.
such a copy.
And I'm gonna not allow y'all to unmute yourselves now. Okay, cool, good talk. Okay, so here's the deal. I get it, whatever, you're loyal to your British man or whatever, but like be cool because you will be quizzed on this and I really don't want you to get roasted. So with that in mind, Kahoot time! Hold please. It's a Kahoot time, baby. Teach. Press buttons. Hold please. Classic. Oh. You have a minute to get in. Go. I like the top hat emoji. It's very good. Pumpkin. Oh, that one's cute. Hey, y'all. Dinosaurs. That's cute. I like it. Socks. Oh, cute. Here we go, baby. What this? Pretty close. Okay, yeah. So that one's a whole note. A whole note. Oh, it's transparent, so it's hard to see. But a whole note is just this circly boy that's not filled in. It gets 4 beats under normal circumstances. Yeah.
Wouldn't even let me answer the question.
I'm so sorry. Look at him go. Look at him go. Okay, so it does appear as though we have a struggle between telling the difference between an eighth note and a quarter note. So an eighth note looks kind of like a quarter note, except for it's got this fun little taggy flaggy boy on it, right? So if that was a regular old quarter note, it would not have this flag. It would just be the stem and the note head by itself without anything extra. Unbrace. Oh, so with the last question in mind, what is this?
If y'all get this wrong.
I almost dropped a brand new Lego set on the floor yesterday.
Ooh, okay, good. Almost all of us got
That would have been terrible.
a quarter note, y'all. Hey, I love you so much. Not now. Thank you. Quarter note just isn't filled in note head with a stem. But make sure it's filled in, because if this is not filled in, it's something else. Ooh, yikes. Nice. Yes, good. Half note.
Bro, who are the two people who answered a quarter note?
Okay, whoa, Nelly, bud. Don't roast. We don't roast in this house. Ooh, pumpkin emoji. She rolling. All right. How many beats does a quarter note get? In like 4/4. You know what I mean. Okay, good. Yes, so under normal circumstances, if we're, you know, just chilling in 4/4, the quarter note is only going to get 1 beat, right? When would the quarter note get 2 beats instead of 1?
If it's
When
an
it's dotted.
if it's an eighth. No,
Yeah.
if it's an eighth.
Yeah, if I'm tapping
Nice.
the 8th note, then the quarter note will get 2 beats. But under normal circumstances, the quarter note's only going to get 1 beat. Or if like we're in a weird funky time signature, things might be different, but we're talking about like basic 4/4 time right now. The pumpkin emoji has returned. Nice, pretty good job. Okay, cool. Yeah, a whole note is gonna get 4 beats. Correct. Ooh, how many beats will an 8th note receive? Good. Okay, cool. So an 8th note is actually going to be half a beat long, not 2 beats. A half note would be 2 beats long, and an 8th note is half a beat long, just to clarify. Oh no! Josh has been unseated on the throne.
Clicked the wrong one.
No, so sorry. We just talked about this note a second ago. Who are you? Who is she? Good. Yes, yes, yes. That is a half note. It's going to get 2 beats. How would you count this measure? How would you actually count this out?
I answered the wrong one!
No, I'm so sorry.
The way that I count is different from you, and that's okay.
Why have you done this?
The answer is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, each of these notes technically is 1 beat long, so it's 1 beat, 1 beat, 1 beat, 1 beat, but it's falling on beat 1, beat 2, beat 3, and beat 4 in the measure. That is why we answer it this way. I'm so sorry, y'all.
I'm suing.
I'm in 21st place.
Yeah, because I had such a good name, but it's not on the leaderboard.
Neither of those are right.
Yeah,
None of those are right.
Miss Skaidema.
Yeah, I know. I actually made this quiz like last year and it was a whole thing. So let's, I forgot about that, my bad. So yeah, technically none of those answers were correct. What would be correct?
1, 3.
1, 3.
1, 3. So we have
1 and 3
starting on beat 1 and it carries over for 2 beats. And then we would actually get to this beat here on beat 3. So it should be 1, 3. So I just threw a wrench in everybody's whole scene.
I'm calling the manager.
I just didn't
doing
even
us all dirty.
I'm going to have to report you to your supervisor.
like 10 plays.
Mike is just absolutely collapsing.
Good. The correct answer is going to be 1 and 2 and, because this eighth note falls on beat 1. That one falls on the and of 1. So we get 1 and, followed by beat 2 and 3 and 4 and. Good.
I lost first because of the wrong question.
I'm so sorry.
I demand a rating match.
I need to
We
change that.
still,
Yes, pumpkin. Pumpkin spice.
I made myself bananakin, and I'm mad no one got to see it.
I'm so sorry. Okay, so one thing that I do want to point out, that quiz I made like last year, and I did not include I didn't include rests in it, which I feel are fairly important. So I'm going to share screen in a second here. And just throw some images up on the things. Hold on one second. Just to make sure that we actually have our rests as well. Boo 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 boo. Put a new tab.
Skydoma,
Yep.
there's something about 16th notes on the quiz.
There is.
And we have not mentioned those at all. So
We are going to do those as well then.
Okay.
Cool. Let me just make sure everything's covered, which is good.
Looking out for my homies.
I appreciate it. Yeah. I had to finish the quiz this morning and didn't think about the fact that the Kahoot is from olden times. So we didn't cover all of the rhythm at once.
I hear you over the intense clicking of your keyboard.
Very sorry. Do not mean to ruin your ears. Oop. Hold on one second. And here we go. Okay. Almost done. I swear. Here we go. Open a new tab. Yeehaw. Okay. You were chonk. I like it. What's that?
16th note.
That is a 16th
note.
How many beats does a 16th note get?
Sans.
Fourth of a beat.
A quarter of a beat. Yeah, exactly. It's a fourth of a beat.
A note with expensive eyelashes.
It has lash extensions. So if we had a measure of 16th notes, let's do that then real quick. Images. If we had a measure of just, or really not even a measure of 16th notes, how would we, and you probably saw from the other images, how would we count that?
We say sweet potato. Or like sweet potato.
So I've heard a lot of people use the food names to kind of count rhythms and stuff like that.
Apple pie.
I like to use, I've used pineapple for triplets before and stuff, but just so that we have a codified method of reading and stuff like that. For 16th notes, this would be counted 1 E and So if we had a whole measure of 16th notes, it would be 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and So actually, hold on, while I reopen close tab.
That sounds very unprofessional.
What, the sweet pineapple or 1 E and
Just 1 E and because you're just saying at the end each time. It's just saying.
I know.
Just in front of a big crowd saying, "Ready, y'all, let's go." 1 E and 1 E and
I mean,
you gotta work with what you got.
Yeah, for real. Under what circumstances, too, in front of a large crowd, are you actually counting out your rhythms other than actual class time? But yeah, so that is how that measure would be counted out with all 16th notes. Okay, cool. Oh, it's transparent. Dang it! Friggity heckle. Can y'all
That's the 16th rest,
Speaking
right?
the language of
it's
God.
the 2 little circles on the left side.
It is a 16th rest. Let me pull up a better image of it. 16th rest. There it is. Not a note. I need the rest. I need the shush version. It looks like a 16th note, except for it just doesn't have the note head, right? It looks like an 8th rest.
Class over.
2 seconds, dude. 2 seconds. Anyway, what is this?
A quarter
rest.
Quarter rest.
Quarter rest. How many beats does it get?
1.
1 beat. Good. Apparently,
Oh, no.
a half rest is unacceptable for Cobb County, but a half rest looks like and such. Images. It looks like a little hat. It's sitting on top of the line, And the half rest is going to get how many beats? Same as a half note.
2.
2.
It's a hat rest.
Good, the hat rest.
Dose.
Oh, and you can't really see this one either, but it's a whole rest. It looks the same as a half rest, but it's upside down.
Like it's your top of the hat.
Oh, yeah. It does.
Like
It's like an
Mr.
upside
Hat just missed being decapitated.
It's a hole.
Oh boy, yes. Okay, yep. So since it's a whole rest, it's gonna get 4 beats rather than 2. Yeah. And then finally, what kind of rest is she?
Quarter rest.
What?
Sorry, 8th rest.
8th rest. There we go. Okay, cool. Good. And an 8th rest is gonna get how many beats?
Half.
A half a beat, exactly. So that is everything that is on your quiz. The quiz is due on Monday, actually. But yeah, it's pretty easy. It's just another Microsoft Forms quiz. So get that completed by Sunday or by Monday, and then you'll be good to go. If anybody has any questions, feel free to stay on the chat and just ask.